We had interest in this because Molly has MS, and during the summer months, she doesn't tolerate heat very well, and we did not want to be without air conditioning at all. So we had searched several opportunities, and Gary was probably the third person we came in contact with. And Gary, we had a list of questions that had been answered from other people, but maybe not to the full extent. Gary had lots of knowledge, and he answered all of our questions. He would put together sheets for us on budgets and on equipment, and we wore him out on that.
Yes, he wore him out on that. Now, if Bobby had a second question, they'd recalculate, or if we needed more power in the house, they'd recalculate for whatever we asked.
Yeah, so it took probably about a year plus before we finally came to the conclusion of our exact budget versus need. And but they were very accommodating during that time period, and very helpful, and shared all their knowledge. They never held back.
And of course, that Snowmageddon taught us an awful lot about how much we need and how much we can lose. How much power we can lose in something like that.
My background is project development for high-rise office buildings and luxury apartments at hotels, and a team effort is always your project's only as good as your team. Part of that is communication, and as I mentioned earlier, Gary was very effective with his communication, and was never not answered anything, was always quick with answers. We didn't have to wait on answers, and he continued to work with us until we got everything that we wanted answered and budget that met our needs and our scope.
What I liked about Gary, his answers were clear. I mean, they weren't slick. They were, simplified for those of us who are not experts in this field, but he made it very clear, broke it down, very simple, point by point.
I was impressed with the way they came. There was never a downtime. If there was a downtime, it was probably because of a piece of equipment or getting an answer from Central Texas Electric Co-op or somebody else that needed to have a oversight decision made. More importantly, though, my pet peeve on a job site is to have clean, clear, no trash on the site, and never once did I find trash on the site. They always picked up after themselves. They kept everything clean, and they were on time as they promised they would be, never late. I couldn't have run a project any better, and I wasn't even in charge. So, but the craftsmanship, I'm certainly relying on them. The bottom line of all that was their electricians were very professional, again, very courteous to us, and answered questions. I'd stick my nose over their shoulder and ask questions because this is all new to me. And they were equally conversant and equally willing to share knowledge. I don't know if any of it stuck yet, but anyway, they were certainly willing to put up with me.
And when it doesn't stick, we call them, and they explain it to us yet again. They're very patient with.
Yeah, and it was just well organized. There was no downtime as a whole. They promised when they said they were going to be here, they showed up when they were going to be here, until it was completed. Would I use them again? Yes.